What's happening, guys? I thought I would take 5 minutes just to show you the wee bike that I picked up after doing my CBT the other week there. Just a wee starter bike, wee 125 MUTT Hilts green. A few mods I want to do to it straight away, so I thought I'd show you its standard form. But after riding it for a while, there's a few wee niggly issues that bother me with it. I want to fix, nothing like broken or anything, just like, the throttle cable, I'll show you here, is a wee bit loose sometimes. The clutch is right on the end of the lever, which doesn't make for kind of progressively, you can have to slip the clutch in first gear, I'm finding, when you're pulling away, so you're using the clutch a lot more than a car, I would say. The rear brake seems to be a wee bit non-existent on the pedal, so you'll see for some adjustment there. And the clutch, not only the clutch, sorry, but the gears, the gears selector. When you're going down, it's nice and positive, you can really feel it click into gear, but on the way up, you feel like you're just making it into gear. So, maybe adjust this here, this wee pinch bolt here, and knock it, down a peg or so that when you're pulling up, there's more engagement inside the gearbox. It just feels like it's weighted slightly more towards the down push. You got a lot more travel going down the way, and it really engages gear properly, and the way up is not quite as much. So we fixed that. On the clutch pedal, it's just the same as I think on your push bikes and things like that. You've just got one of these wee sort of kind of locking nuts set up here. So loosen one off, wind it out, tighten the locker back in, and you get that. The clutch is just now, it doesn't feel like it's engaged, like there's not enough tension on, so like the clutch is only really working on the end of the lever as opposed to maybe 2/3 of the way, just so you've got a slight dead zone at the end of the lever, which I think I would prefer, to be honest, rather than feeling like you're just getting it engaged. And then on the throttle side, it's a wee bit loose, but same kind of setup here. You've just got this sort of locking nut engagement type thing where you would put the cable under a bit of tension and just lock it back into place with this. So you've kind of maybe loosen it out a wee bit so that it's pulling the cable. Tighten that back up. That should take the kind of dead travel out of the twist there. So those are like wee kind of setup adjustment type things, which on a new bike I think you would possibly expect. Maybe on these kind of Chinese import bikes, it's pretty standard to expect them. It's not a big deal for me, I don't mind doing wee things like that. It can be quite enjoyable sometimes, when you're making these wee adjustments to make the bike really suit, or if it's a car in my case usually, make it really suit how you drive. Quality overall, like I hear that being commented on these bikes, and it's been not too bad for me, but I've noticed these that these side covers here are not the best quality, and they're obviously just cheap, plastic there, and they just push it into place with a couple of plastic grommets, rubber grommets, sorry, with plastic bits. But on this one, you can see it's broken, so the little leg itself, if I can pull it back far enough, is actually snapped off. It's there, it's just in there, and it usually protrudes out, and it would push in through there. Mine's just broken on that side. I've had the rubber grommet fall out on that side, so I've had to replace that. So if the leg breaks on that side, then I'm bugged. But overall, I'm pretty happy as a first wee bike. Certainly not the fastest thing in the world. Doesn't sound too great. The reason I wanted to do the video was because I've got a few mods to do to it. I want to give it a wee bit of a cafe racer look. That's the whole reason I get into bikes. I love that look of cafe racers, and I've actually picked up a wee cafe racer project. I'm going to be showing that in a later video. But get a different exhaust to go on just to try and get away from that 125 sound. Clip on bars, bar end mirrors. See how that changes it. We'll see. So I wanted to get this video out of the way just because I want to get these mods started and get out and enjoy it with those done. See if we can make it look a wee bit cooler. Nobody wants to ride a 125 really, but if we can make it as nice and appealing as possible, then why not? So hopefully see that soon. See you in the next one.